If you thought rap beefs were all just lyrics and Instagram captions, you haven't seen this. This is celebrity press, where secrets are exploded before your eyes, and also where loyalty dies in back rooms, and billion-dollar smiles hide billion-dollar betrayals. Kendrick Lamar, Mr. Loyalty. J. Cole, Mr. Middle Ground. Drake, Mr. Champagne Poppy himself. Three kings of the game, until one late-night meeting shattered the crown into pieces. Picture this. Kendrick gets tipped off by someone deep inside the industry, an anonymous friend who says, "Yo, Cole and Drake are meeting tonight. No managers, no cameras, just them. Your Kendrick, your so-called brother, your day one ally, is sitting across from the very man who's been your biggest rival for years. If you were in this position, same betrayal, same threat. What would you do?" The internet couldn't believe it, and you won't either. Rumors started flying, DMs started leaking, and suddenly, every fan was asking the same question. Was J. Cole playing both sides all along? Bro said too much, and they got him. That's what one viral tweet claimed. Let's break it all down, and trust me, it gets uglier. It all started on what should have been a regular, quiet night in the rap game, the kind of night where beefs simmer quietly and egos take a breather. Kendrick Lamar was in his zone. No drama, no headlines, just working on music and living his best low-key life. But peace doesn't last long in this industry. And in Kendrick's world, silence usually means someone's plotting. Kendrick and J. Cole weren't just industry peers. They were allies, collaborators, brothers in everything except blood. Two lyricists who stood apart from the chaos, proud of being above petty games. Or so Kendrick thought. They had a code. No matter what, they had each other's back. But codes don't mean much when money, fame, and power start whispering in someone's ear. The first crack came as a late-night text from a friend in Atlanta. Just one line, but it hit hard. "Yo, your boy's been talking to Champagne. On the low." Kendrick brushed it off. "Nah, Cole's not that type." But hours later, an Instagram story popped up, a grainy, zoomed-in shot of someone who looked exactly like J. Cole, slipping into a dimly lit Toronto lounge. The location tag? The Velvet Room. Now, if you know the culture, you know the Velvet Room isn't just any lounge. It's Drake's unofficial war room. That's where the big conversations happen, the kind no one ever admits to later, the kind that change careers. Kendrick still tried to play it cool. Maybe Cole was just in town grabbing a drink. But then came the DMs. One supposed leaked screenshot showed, "J. Cole, we gotta keep this between us. Kenny won't understand." Drake, "Of course. This is just business." Whether those messages were real or fake didn't matter. The internet took them as gospel. Fans started theorizing that Drake was putting together some kind of exclusive streaming pact, one that would benefit certain artists and cut others, like Kendrick, out of the picture entirely. One anonymous podcaster dropped a particularly cold take. Cole's always played the middle, but sometimes the middleman gets the fattest check. Inside Kendrick's circle, opinions were split. Some said it was nothing. Others said it was the start of a quiet betrayal. Then came a phone call from Kendrick's longtime engineer, claiming he overheard Cole tell Drake, "We can't let him control the narrative." That one sentence hit Kendrick like a punch to the ribs. Control the narrative about what? The rumors spiraled. A so-called insider claimed Drake had offered Cole a package of playlist boosts, collab promises, and overseas push, in return for helping block Kendrick from certain deals. If true, it wasn't just business, it was chess. Kendrick, however, didn't lash out publicly. Instead, during a private show rehearsal, he dropped a freestyle that sent shockwaves through the room. Funny how the middle child been playing messenger boy, but forgets who fed him at the table. The crowd didn't need to guess who middle child referred to. A stagehand leaked the audio, and within hours, middle child messenger was trending. Cole stayed silent. Drake stayed silent. But silence only fed the storm. Fans dug up old interviews, dissecting every moment where Cole seemed too friendly with Drake. A laugh here, a subtle agreement there, now framed as evidence. Then, like adding fuel to a fire, a gossip blogger tweeted, "Y'all ain't ready for the video that's about to drop." They claimed security footage existed from the Velvet Room that night. Cole and Drake in a corner booth, talking close, laughing, and passing a small black folder between them. Nobody knew what was in it, but the image became a meme overnight. Kendrick was furious, not the loud kind, but the surgical kind. The kind of fury that sits, watches, and waits for the right moment to cut deep. But before he could move, something else leaked. A grainy audio clip surfaced on a private Discord. The voice, sounding eerily like Cole's, said, "We just gotta make sure Kenny doesn't get the upper hand this time." The hashtag Colgate exploded. Some fans defended him, saying the clip could be AI or edited. But in the court of public opinion, Cole was already guilty. Insiders claim Kendrick finally called Cole. The conversation ended with Kendrick saying, "I thought you were my brother." No one knows what Cole replied, if he replied at all. But allegedly, after that call, Cole cut off all contact. The rap world could smell blood. Headlines, tweets, reaction videos. Everyone was picking a side. And then, out of nowhere, a Toronto paparazzo posted one cryptic tweet. Another meeting. Same place. Different faces. The internet froze. Was Drake meeting someone else? Was Cole still involved? And most importantly, what was in that black folder? The second meeting wasn't supposed to happen, at least not so soon. But when that Toronto paparazzo's tweet hit the timeline, the whole industry went into surveillance mode. Fan accounts started tracking private jet landings, matching flight logs to celebrity schedules like it was the CIA. And guess whose names kept popping up? Drake, of course, and a surprising wild card, Future. Yeah, Future, Mr. Toxic himself, was suddenly in the mix. And if you think that didn't make Kendrick's blood boil, think again. According to one insider blog, Future wasn't just there for the vibes. He was allegedly brought in as a power broker, someone who could connect Drake's circle to Atlanta's scene while keeping things street legit. That same blog claimed the small black folder from the first meeting contained a rough outline for what they called the New Order, a collaboration network designed to dominate charts, playlists, and award shows for the next 5 years, without Kendrick in it. Screenshots from anonymous sources flooded Twitter. One showed what looked like a group chat between Drake, Cole, and Future. Drake: "We lock this in now, Kenny's done." Future: "Say less. I'll handle ATL." J. Cole: "We just gotta move quiet till it's ready." Real? Fake? Who knows? But the fans didn't care. They were already building conspiracy threads with grainy images and sketchy timestamps. Meanwhile, Kendrick's camp stayed eerily silent. No tweets. No subliminals. Nothing. Which only made people more curious about what he was cooking. Then, like a perfectly timed grenade, a hip-hop gossip page dropped the footage. The Velvet Room security video. It was dark and low-res, but you could clearly see Cole, Drake, and Future in a corner booth. Cole was leaning in, gesturing with his hands like he was explaining something serious. Drake nodded slowly, then pulled out his phone, showing something on the screen. Future laughed and shook his head. Then, and this part had everyone's jaw on the floor, Cole reached into his bag, pulled out that same black folder, and slid it across the table to Drake. The clip was barely 27 seconds, but it was enough to make the internet implode. One fan posted, "Forget rap beef. This is corporate warfare." Another said, "Cole just picked his side and it ain't Kenny's." Blogs lit up. Comment sections turned into battlegrounds. People were calling for Kendrick to drop the nuke, a diss track so savage it would burn the whole alliance down. But Kendrick? He didn't rush. Instead, a mysterious account on Instagram, one that many believe was run by someone in his crew, posted a single photo, a chessboard, with the caption, "Patience wins wars." Still, not everyone in the industry was keeping quiet. A West Coast producer, who's worked with Kendrick in the past, went live on IG, claiming he'd heard about the New Order months ago. "They've been trying to ice my guy out. Meetings, deals, fake smiles, all of it. Cole's just the delivery boy." This wasn't just rap gossip anymore. This was a narrative war. And then came the leak that changed everything. An unverified voice note, supposedly from Drake to Cole, hit Reddit. In it, Drake's voice could be heard saying, We gotta make sure Kenny never gets the upper hand again. If that means cutting him out, so be it. The audio is grainy, the authenticity questionable, but that didn't stop it from spreading like wildfire. Sarcasm was flying everywhere. One meme read, "Because nothing says brotherhood like plotting at 2 a.m. with your op." Another showed Kendrick's face photoshopped on the Michael Corleone Betrayed scene from The Godfather Part 2. By now, Kendrick's fanbase, the self-proclaimed loyalty army, was demanding blood. And that's when Kendrick made his first public move. At a charity concert in LA mid-performance, he stopped the music and said into the mic, "Funny how some people smile in your face and pass folders behind your back. God bless them, though." The crowd went insane. Phones were out. Hashtags like #Foldergate started trending alongside #Colgate. But Drake's camp wasn't going to let Kendrick control the narrative. Within hours, a Toronto PR outlet exclusively reported that the meetings were about a charity collaboration project. Supposedly, the black folder contained sponsorship proposals for youth music programs. Nice try. The internet didn't buy it for a second. A popular battle rap blogger posted, "If it's just charity, why the secrecy? Why the no managers, no cameras rule? Nah, they're cooking something else." Theories began stacking up. Some believed the trio was planning a joint album to overshadow Kendrick's next release. Others thought it was a covert deal with a major streaming platform to monopolize rap playlists. A few even suggested it was about buying out smaller labels to control up-and-coming talent. Whatever it was, one thing was clear: Kendrick wasn't invited. Then, just when people thought the leaks had peaked, a supposed contract page surfaced online. It was blurry, watermarked with confidential, but you could make out phrases like exclusive rights, non-compete, and most damningly, a line that read, "Participant agrees to limit professional collaborations with non-signatories for a period of 60 months. 60 months. 5 years. If real, it would essentially blacklist Kendrick from working with a massive chunk of the industry. This was no longer just a betrayal. This was a slow-motion assassination of a career. Kendrick's silence after this was deafening. Not a word, not a tweet, not a freestyle. But those who know him say that's when he's most dangerous, when he disappears. Cole, on the other hand, started looking uncomfortable. At a public appearance, a fan yelled "Foldergate," and Cole just shook his head, muttering something nobody could hear. Drake stayed cool as ever, posting vacation pics like nothing was happening. But the streets? They were restless. And that restlessness was about to boil over. Because out of nowhere, another name entered the chat. Someone who could change the entire dynamic, someone both Drake and Kendrick had history with. Her name hit the trending tab instantly. And once people realized who she was, the game changed. The name that lit the internet on fire? Rihanna. Yeah, that Rihanna. The Fenny Queen, the billionaire hitmaker, the woman who doesn't even have to drop an album to break the internet. And here she was, suddenly tied to the New Order plot. Nobody saw it coming. Not even Kendrick's most plugged-in fans. It started with a blurry photo from an airport in Barbados. Rihanna stepping off a private jet, flanked by security. Walking right behind her, Drake. And next to him, J. Cole. The same Cole who'd been ducking questions for weeks. Within minutes, blogs had the headline, "Drake, J's, Cole, Rihanna in Barbados for secret project. Kendrick nowhere in sight." Theories exploded. Some said Rihanna was set to be the face of the so-called New Order, an unstoppable commercial front that could lock Kendrick out of global brand deals. Others claimed she was just the bait, someone whose star power could shield whatever the real plan was. One gossip tweet summed it up perfectly. If Rihanna's involved, it's either world domination or a hit record that'll own the summer. Either way, Kenny's getting iced out. But here's the twist. Rihanna and Kendrick aren't just industry acquaintances. They've collaborated before. There's history, respect, even rumors of a friendship beyond the music, which made her sudden appearance with Drake and Cole look cold. Kendrick's loyal fans started flooding Rihanna's comments. "How could you? And so you're with them now?" But Rihanna being Rihanna, she didn't respond. She just posted a photo in a silk dress captioned, "Business is business." That caption hit Kendrick's camp like a sucker punch. Because in this industry, business is code for loyalty is dead. Meanwhile, more leaks started spilling. An anonymous source sent a voice memo to a popular hip-hop YouTuber claiming the Barbados trip wasn't about music at all. It was about a multi-million-dollar stake in a global streaming platform. The plan? Rihanna as the face, Drake as the dealmaker, Cole as the bridge between camps, and Future as the street credibility seal. And Kendrick? Completely frozen out. The voice memo ended with a chilling line. Once we lock this, Kendrick's reach is done. He'll be local, not global. Whether that memo was real or fabricated didn't matter. It spread like wildfire. Kendrick's public silence continued, but insiders whispered he was devastated. This wasn't just a business move. This was personal. People he'd once trusted were now allegedly building a fortress designed to keep him out. And then, the unthinkable happened. A 17-second clip leaked from a private yacht in Barbados. The footage, clearly shot on a phone, showed Drake, Cole, and Rihanna in deep conversation. In the background, you could hear laughter, and then Cole's voice saying something that made Twitter collapse. Kenny's gonna hate this. The clip was replayed, remixed, slowed down, analyzed frame by frame. No one could explain why Cole would even joke like that unless there was truth in it. The memes were savage. One showed Kendrick's face photoshopped onto Will Smith from Fresh Prince looking around an empty room. Another had Rihanna's Fenty Beauty products with the tagline, "Excludes Kenny." But the loudest reaction came from a West Coast legend, Snoop Dogg. He posted a cryptic video, smoking a blunt, saying, "In this game, you either ride with your crew, or you ride for the check. Some of y'all showing your hand too early." Everyone knew who he was talking about. By now, the New Order rumors had fully replaced the original Foldergate scandal. It was bigger, colder, more calculated. And Kendrick? Still no diss track. Still no interview. But then, out of nowhere, a billboard appeared in downtown LA. Black background. White text. No logo. It read, "Loyalty isn't for sale." Fans went feral. Was this Kendrick's move? A subtle warning? A sign that the nuke was coming? Meanwhile, Drake's team tried to push a different narrative. Through sources, they claimed the Barbados trip was purely about charity initiatives and cultural events. But the problem was no charity reps were pictured. No event schedules were posted. And the yacht clip didn't exactly scream philanthropy. Then came the final blow, an email leak. A whistleblower sent an alleged draft contract to multiple gossip outlets. The document outlined a 5-year exclusivity deal between the artists and a streaming giant. One clause stood out. Participants agreed to refrain from collaborations, performances, or joint appearances with artist Kale during the contract term. Artist Kale. Nobody needed a decoder to know who that was. When that leak dropped, the internet went nuclear. Even casual fans were calling it one of the coldest betrayals in music history. Reaction videos poured in. Think pieces popped up overnight. Some people called it smart business. Others called it career murder. Kendrick still didn't speak. But 2 days later, at a surprise appearance during an LA festival, he took the stage and delivered a freestyle that sent chills through the crowd. They built a castle out of sand and think the tide won't come. They signed away their soul. I'm still the prodigal son. You can buy the charts, you can buy the fame, but you can't buy back respect when you sold out your name. The crowd roared. Phones shook. And just like that, the war was no longer silent. Drake and Cole haven't publicly responded. Rihanna hasn't addressed the backlash. Future's just posting selfies. But the industry knows one thing. This isn't over. Because Kendrick's final line before walking off stage was the kind of thing that keeps enemies awake at night. She vanished without a trace, but the secret stayed. And there you have it. The betrayal nobody saw coming, the alliances nobody thought possible, and the silence from those we thought would speak. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, Rihanna, Future, names we've always associated with music history, now tied to one of the coldest power plays the industry has ever whispered about. If even half of what's leaked is true, we're not talking about a small misunderstanding. We're talking about a calculated, multi-year plan to lock one of the most respected artists of our generation out of the game he helped shape. A black folder, a yacht meeting, exclusivity contracts, leaked DMs, and cryptic billboards. This isn't just music drama. It's chess at $1 billion level. And the craziest part? We still don't know the full truth. Was Rihanna really in on it? Did J. Cole knowingly turn his back? Is Drake playing the long game, or has this been his endgame all along? And what is Kendrick holding back that has him so calm, so patient? Because, make no mistake, silence in this industry is never weakness. It's strategy. So now I'm asking you, if you were in Kendrick's position, watching the people you once called friends line up with your biggest rival, what would you do? Would you go to war in public? Or would you wait for the perfect moment to hit them where it hurts most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't hold back. Because this isn't the end. Not even close. The streets are talking, the leaks keep coming, and the next chapter could blow this whole thing wide open. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and stay locked in because this storm is just getting started.